Hey everybody, Mr. Estrada here. I certainly hope this video finds you well in these most peculiar times, given these stay-at-home orders and the like. We may find ourselves clawing at the walls, right? Let me out, let me out. I'm inside all day. But this is where we're at right now, and a lot of the lessons you're having are obviously through the internet, right? Online. So I'm going to sing a song for you called You Are Mine, which most of you are familiar with. But before we sing this song together, I want to talk to you about the words that we're singing, because a lot of the times we sing the words without actually thinking about the words that we're singing. So I think it's important that as I choose the songs to sing for these series of videos, that I talk to you about the words, because we can find a lot of lessons in these words, and they are an important part of our faith. So, You Are Mine begins with the words, I will come to you in the silence. So what do you think he means by silence? I personally think he means loneliness. There are going to be times when you feel lonely, and this is going to be something that you experience throughout your life. Even though you may be surrounded with people you may know constantly on a consistent basis, you may still feel fairly lonely. So why is that? And I think a large part of that is because we may not feel as if we are understood. And it's important that if you would like to feel as if you are understood, then you should make every attempt to understand the people around you. Listen to what they have to say. Care about the things they are telling you, and you'll find that in giving your gift, in giving the gift of your time, that gift will be returned to you many times over. So when he's singing, or when we're singing, or when he's saying, I will come to you in the silence, he's saying that he understands you, that you don't have to be lonely, ever. So long as you believe in the Lord our Savior, he's going to be there. The next words you sing, I will lift you from all your fear. Now fear is it's an emotion we all experience. And again, this is something we'll experience throughout our lives. Now what's peculiar about fear is that sometimes the fears are irrational, like they don't make sense. Sometimes they are very rational. Sometimes like, oh yeah, that's something you should be afraid of. Let's see, for example, fear of failure. That's not something to be afraid of. We cannot succeed in life without first failing many times over. Because when we fail, we learn. We think about why we failed, and we say to ourselves, what can we do now next for that next time? It's just a better run. We'll have better luck, right? Or not better luck, but we'll be more prepared, right? So that would be an example of an irrational fear. It's like, no, there's nothing to be fearful of. You're going to be okay. You're going to learn something. But then there's something that, okay, yeah, that's hard to not be afraid of. And what's funny about it is, well, my example would be the fear of being honest. And this one is very strange, because God teaches us that we need to be honest with ourselves and with others. But sometimes we're scared. We're actually scared of being honest. We are scared of doing what God is asking us to do. How does that make sense? You know? And I think if you have faith and you believe, then that fear will just disappear. It'll dissipate. As long as, how can I say? When you follow through, it means you've acted, you've pushed against the fear, which is good, which is great. And the only way you can push against that fear is accepting the consequences, whatever they are, right? And it's okay to be afraid still, but the fact that you followed through on a teaching of the Lord, something that's important to mention, you're going to be fine. Think of it as a challenge that God is checking to see if you'll actually overcome, right? So it's important in this example to follow through, no matter the consequences, knowing that what you're doing is the right thing, all right? The next words, you will hear my voice. God talks to you in many different ways. He'll speak to you through your siblings, through your loved ones, through your mom and dad, through your friends, through a stranger even. And sometimes it's not even through people. Sometimes you may be sitting around your backyard just listening to the trees blowing through the wind rustling the leaves or whatever, and you'll just be kind of sitting there just not really thinking of anything in particular, and then something will click. Something inside you will say, I understand. I know what I have to do. And then you go and act on it, okay? And the only way that's possible is if you are in the present moment. It's important not to think about what could have or what should have. It's just, this is where we are, or this is where I'm at, this is what happened, or this is what's going to happen. What can I do now? And you may not think of that answer at the moment, but it'll come to you in some way or another. God will be speaking to you as long as you're listening. I claim you as my choice. God chooses all of us to enter the kingdom of heaven. Be still and know I am here. And this goes back to what we were saying, what I was saying earlier. Be still. Be calm. Be in the present moment. Be mindful. How else can I say it? Well, hopefully I get the point across there. Granted, there are more words. What I would like you to do is read these words on your own and see if you can come up with some small nuggets of, I don't want to say information, but small nuggets of wisdom that you can take away. Because remember, when we're singing these songs, we're not just singing, right? We're praying. So that's my short little lesson, I guess you can say, on the song You Are Mine. So let's go ahead and sing this song together. all your